Are you an adventurous person? Did you spend time on skis? If yes, you must know this winter sport is kinda an adrenaline sport where one uses ski to glide on snow down a mountain. But do you know what it's like to fall and crash while skiing? As the jumps get bigger and speed increases, the consequences become more serious. Join us to know some of the worst skiing accidents of all time. 10. TJ Lanning at the downhill race. After months of rehabilitation, TJ Lanning had finally recovered from a previous injury. His ski race after he returned was the Birds of Prey downhill in Beaver Creek in 2006. TJ was doing well in his racing until when he made a mistake on one of the turns, which was his final turn. He overlooked the deep compression as his speed increased. As a result, he hit the compression and got out of control since his legs could not compensate. He high-sided into the air as his left ski caught up on the snow. After spinning several times and losing both of his skis, he hit his face, head, and back and landed on the snow. Although he did not get major injuries, his accident is a serious reminder of how harmful the consequences could be. 9. French ski resort accident. A group of snowboarders was caught in an avalanche in February 2017. A local ski instructor led the group to an off-piste area in France. The group had no idea the avalanche was coming as they were on foot, carrying their snowboards when the avalanche arrived. A channel was built to prevent avalanches from reaching the ski slopes below. It took the people into that deep trench that took too long for the rescue teams to dig them out. Unfortunately, they all died by the time teams took them out. 8. Skier dies hitting a rock. Skiers can get themselves into trouble even with lots of experience. A man with 40 years of skiing experience died instantly after hitting the rock. The accident happened in February 2021 in Snowboard, Utah. There is this steep and unmaintained slope known as the Chips Face ski slope where a man lost control, causing him to ski into the rock, costing him his life. No experience matters here, as these accidents are caused when the skiers are tired or push their limits too far. 7. French Olympic snowboarder dies. Even the best athletes in the world can get into an accident. Julie Pomagalski, a French Olympic snowboarder, won the gold medal in the snowboard cross event during the 1999 Olympic Games. She was caught in an avalanche in the Swiss Alps and died on the spot. Her guide, Bruno Cutelli, also died after being caught up in an avalanche that occurred on the Gemstock Mountain in the Swiss canton of Uri. Both Julie and Bruno died at the scene by the time the rescue team showed up. 6. British skier died in the French Alps. A British skier fell to death in March 2018 on the French ski resort of Alpes de Huez. He was skiing with his friends when they got into difficulties. The terrain was too challenging for them, so they decided to climb back on the mountain. Two friends slipped and slid off the cliff because the slope was too deep and covered with ice. Unfortunately, one of the skiers died from the fall while the other got injured. Most skiers often take a wrong turn, putting them into a challenging situation to get out of. Therefore, it's important to research your route and turn back if you are in doubt before it's too late. 5. Michael Schumacher's skiing accident. On December 29, 2013, Michael suffered life-changing injuries while skiing in the French ski resort of the Marable with his son. He was skiing in the fresh powder that fell the night before when he lost his balance and fell when he hit a rock. He falls into 3 other rocks and hits his head. Michael got brain injuries even though he was wearing a ski helmet. His injuries put him into a coma for almost 1 year. He has gone through lots of cures and therapy since then, but sadly, he has not been able to recover fully and has consistent memory problems. Although Michael was known as a cautious skier, he still fell victim to this dreadful skiing accident that cost him his health. 4. Snow immersion kills the skier. A skier was found upside down under several feet of the snow at the Californian ski resort in January 2021. The ski patrol dug him out of the snow and tried to recover the skier with CPR, but was unsuccessful. When a skier gets too close to the tree, the weight of the skier causes the snow to collapse, as the snow around the tree can be unstable. He gets stuck in the hollow area around the tree's trunk and falls upside down. His head in the deep snow suffocates him if he cannot get out immediately. 3. Georgia chairlift breakdown. The chairlift in the Godori ski resort in Georgia, full of skiers and snowboarders, went into reverse at high speed and went out of control when the tourists were skiing. As the chairlift gained motion, people were thrown in the air as the chairs crashed into each other at the bottom lift station. Unbelievably, no one was killed, but the incident has left 11 people with mild injuries. The tourists that were injured included citizens from Russia, Sweden, and Ukraine. Their health conditions were stable, and no fatalities were recorded. Although the exact reason for the chairlift failure is not yet founded, it's speculated that there may have been a voltage fluctuation or brake issues. Nevertheless, these incidents at skiing sites are becoming common. 2. Natasha Richardson's death. A Tony Award-winning actress and wife of the famous actor Liam Neeson, Natasha died during a beginner skier's course in Quebec in 2009. She fell and hit her head. Initially, she seemed fine, but 3 hours later, she complained of a headache. There was a build of the blood inside her skull, as her brain was bleeding. The build-up compressed both her brain and spinal column, which was killing her. She was transferred to a New York hospital and died 2 days later. It has been reported that Natasha was not wearing a helmet when she fell. 1. A 5-feet deep trench in Alaska. Ian McIntosh, an extreme skiing expert, experienced one of the worst crashes in 2015 in Alaska. He was filming for Titan Gravity research for the Paradise Weight ski foam when he dropped into a deep trench he hadn't seen. He fell into 5 feet deep channel during one of his turns when the avalanche carried him down the mountain. Being an experienced skier, he quickly set out his avalanche airbag, keeping him above the loose snow and preventing severe injuries. No doubt skiing sounds exciting and adventurous, but the accidents it brings along are worse and more horrendous that may happen in unlucky circumstances. We don't know when these things can happen, but we can surely reduce the likelihood of these occurrences by managing the risks in the mountains. To learn these ways, wait for our next video to come. Until then, take care and see you.